Since the dawn of civilization, people have looked up into the sky and marvelled at the wonderful clouds and envied the birds wheeling amongst them. The tale of human aviation has been well documented by people far more qualified than me. What I offer is an opportunity for you to play amongst the clouds as I did as a student pilot in the 60s. On days where there was cumulus cloud and brilliant blue skies, I would simply take off with no destination in mind, other than to reach and explore those virginal clouds. At that time, I was a VMC pilot, that means Visual Meteorological Conditions, and I was not authorized to enter cloud. But there was no reason I could not fly over, under, and around them, and generally have great fun. For those whose circumstances prohibit them from full-size flying, there is a wonderful substitute that, thanks to the brilliant electronic technical advances, will allow you to fly small model aircraft from the cockpit as though you were sitting in the machine. I am referring to FPV, first person view. First, you should learn how to fly model aircraft properly. I recommend that you go to the BFMA's website and follow their advice. Learning to fly model aircraft properly can be a heartbreaking endeavour, but also one of the most rewarding. Just as my first solo flight was an event that I will never forget, similarly, passing my A and practical test was equally memorable. Alas, so many would-be model pilots soon give up model flying, disenchanted by crash after crash. And having no skilled instructor, they leave the hobby without ever having had the satisfaction that the pastime can bring. There are many good model clubs throughout the country, and most offer free tuition to newcomers. Although I hold a regular pilot's license, with models I was trained by a famous wartime pilot, Lieutenant James Harvey Osborne, Royal Navy. Jim was passionate about model flying, and I probably learned more from him about the theory of flight than from my flying school. There are too many facets of model flight that I can list here. Many students start by learning to fly a glider, many from IC-powered trainers. Some use computer simulators. But remember one thing, you will have the occasional crash. It is part of the hobby. Nowadays, many models are battery-powered and have astonishing performance. Most are known as ARTF, almost ready to fly. And these models that need very little preparation and can give a great deal of satisfaction. One of our club members is an airline Boeing 747 pilot. I have heard him say that these little beggars can be harder to fly than the 747. Indeed, the same physical laws apply, and if you learn how and why aircraft fly, you will end up with a hobby that will last many years. Photography from the air. From the early days of model aviation, many people have attached cameras to their craft to capture a bird's eye view of the area. Often this was difficult, as invariably there was a busy, buzzing, two-stroke engine on the front of the craft with its attendant vibration that invariably caused picture blur. Nowadays the pilot can switch off the electric motor, reasonably confident that it will restart at the touch of a switch. Many take pictures in video format and after landing can view the flight and astound their non-flying friends with their efforts. I hope that I have shown you just a few of the many wonderful facets of model flight. Best wishes, Barrie James. January 2013, and a small model aircraft takes off from a spit of sand at Teignmouth in South Devon. The model weighs less than a seagull and is carrying a tiny video camera which captures the outstanding views of this lovely area. As you can see, we are quite high. A quick way of losing height is to spin the aircraft. In this semi-stalled condition, the airframe is not stressed and the airspeed remains low. Close the throttle. Maintain horizontal flight by steadily moving the stick back. Eventually, you will have the stick fully back and the speed will decay to a point where there is insufficient air over the wings to maintain flight. Just as the nose is about to drop, apply full rudder. Continue to hold back on the stick and the machine will normally enter a spin. When you are ready to recover, apply full opposite rudder and ease the stick forward. When the rotation stops, centralize the rudder and ease out of the ensuing dive.